Hello and welcome to 5 News. I'm Sian Williams. There have been yet more announcements on the easing of COVID restrictions in England today after the Prime Minister's confirmation that mandatory mask wearing and social distancing will end on July the 19th. COVID bubbles in schools and colleges will go, and 4 weeks later, the under-18s and those who've had 2 jabs will not need to self-isolate if they've been in close contact with a positive case. All this comes as the new Health Secretary warned that infections could reach 100,000 a day once the rules are relaxed. More on schools in just a moment. First, though, here's our political editor, Andy Bell. Well, one of the biggest areas left unaddressed yesterday was education. Today, the Education Secretary announced exactly what would be changing for schools in England, probably from the 19th of July. Face coverings and social distancing can be dropped altogether. Restrictions on face-to-face teaching will end. That means fewer online classes, and staggered start and finish times will also end. Crucially, the bubble system will also go, and that means there's no need for entire groups to be sent home if one pupil tests positive. And from the 16th of August, students aged 18 or under won't have to isolate if they're identified as a close contact of someone who tests positive. Instead, a PCR test will do. And this is why those changes make such a difference. New figures last week suggest that 623,000 pupils weren't in school for COVID-related reasons. Well, Gavin Williamson says it's about getting children back in class with their friends and teachers. Well, let's give you today's COVID figures, and they're all at their highest for some time. The government has reported another, and to our political editor, Andy Bell now, who joins us from Westminster. Andy, and we heard a little earlier from the Health Secretary that cases could rise to as high as 100,000 a day. Some might be asking themselves, if that's the case, why are we easing restrictions at all?
Yes.
Coming up on 5 News, it just... See you after the break. Welcome back. The entire England one-day international cricket squad has gone into self-isolation after a number of positive tests among players and staff. Simon Vigard joins me. Simon, this sounds drastic. What's happened?
It is the biosecure...
I mean, who is playing then?
Well, it's a whole bunch of players who had no idea at the start of the day that they would be playing.
A legal challenge has begun at the High Court over the law on aborting children with Down syndrome. At the moment in Britain, abortion in such cases can effectively take place right up until the birth. Our chief correspondent Tessa Chapman has been speaking to the women bringing the case. Now, Claire Nazir has the weather for you next. I'll see you again tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.